Hey, long time no see. Been going through a lot, so I've had to take a step back and make sure that I'm able to keep my head straight, right? Because when I started this channel, I was working for a Fortune 500 company, making six figures, and money wasn't a thing. I hated my wealth, if I'm being honest with you. I had stopped working out. I didn't wash my truck. I didn't want to ride my vehicles. I didn't want the attention. And uh, I once I realized nothing coming with you, man, it was like Ecclesiastes. I hated the work of my hands. Yet and still, I need the work of my hands. I need money to survive. And I never want to mix money and God. Never want to. That's why when I started this channel, I seen that I was posted something about like some chickens or something like that, and it got like 2 or 3 thousand views. And I said, well, if they looking at this craziness, they need to hear the scriptures, not this craziness, because I could teach you how to farm, I could teach you how to shoot, I could teach you all kind of things, but if you ain't got God, you're done for. So when I started this channel, you see the first video is like a lawn care business thing I did, and then some little heating thing, but it had nothing to do with the scriptures. The main thing that you need in life is God. Without that, you're done. And for me, the reason why things been so chaotic is because of the Great Commission. My life is turmoil. And so what I used to do in the past was wake up before I went to my job and do the word, and then come home and do the word, right? And so that was the most important job. That didn't pay a dime. My reward is in heaven. And so now that I've left my six-figure job and I don't have the resources that I used to have, money is a problem, right? But the Lord tells us don't worry about, things. God knows what we have need of. And so he knows what we need before we ask him. So he knows the things I have need of, and I lack nothing. It's just that coming from being able to buy and do whatever I want to having to ration, it's a big deal. It is, but it's shown me how wasteful I was. But the Spirit had told me, that if I just tell my story, the pain and suffering that I've been through in my life, yeah, that's gonna be helpful to many. And listen, you can make money off your suffering, because when I tell a story, it'll bring you to tears, straight up. Because I grew up without a father in one of the worst cities in this country, and then been through hell and back, straight up. Like it is when I tell people the story, bring them to tears. And it started off small. When I was young, growing up, Third Ward, New Orleans. What it is, Melpomene Projects, Clio, right? We stayed right across the street. We moved to Carondelet Street, and the dudes from the Melf used to mob up Clio and create a circle. And I'm about 4 or 5 years old, something like this, and make me and my partner fight all day. And no grown up would stop it. Nobody would stop it. And that was my upbringing. Walking around, dudes grilling you, always testing you, and you always had to fight. And watching blood trails from the dudes getting shot and walking themselves to Charity Hospital. Listening to gunfire all night. Watching the dope dealers. They got a dope dealer that when I was in, it was kindergarten, we used to walk to school. And on my way to school, when he was serving the cluckers, they used to hide their dope in the storm drain, so the cops wouldn't get them. And what they would do is they'd get the kids like me to go and grab the dope from under the storm drain and then give it to the clucker, and then they'd give us $1. And them dudes was like, it was like fathers to me, because I go get me a donut and a donut and some milk with that $1, right? And then I got a little food stamp $1 that I would, so I get $1 from the drug dealer for my little service. My mama gave me a food stamp $1, and so, that was fighting, watching the drug dealers, seeing the blood trails of the dudes that got shot, you know what I'm saying? And this is my upbringing. And so going from that to an engineer at a Fortune 500 company, these people couldn't deal with me because I really couldn't be in the room with them. They'd be wondering why I'm like kicking it with the janitor and everybody on the line like me, and I'm in, good with them. But it's so tense when I'm in the upper room because I don't got nothing in common with y'all. I come from a broken home. I come from the streets. I'm not supposed to be here. And they would say, man, man, the people on the floor love you, but we don't know you upstairs. And I'm like, it's hard for me to be around y'all. I'm being straight up with you. I'm cool with the janitor. Because that's me. That's what I come from nothing. And I don't ever want to be a type of person that on their high horse like that, And so I say all this to say that, like I said, the spirit said that you got to tell your story. And I'm trying to figure out how to tell it because I've been through so much. I'm still going through it. Divorce, custody battles, the Great Commission. Man, it is something. It is something that it's dreadful. The scriptures tell you that that's what it is. When you read, he said, look, I'm going to do dreadful things with you. But in order for me to be able to be here and do the things I do, I wouldn't be able to face my enemies the way I face them unless it's been since a child I've been at war. I ain't never known peace, but for a few years, a few short years, in them few years of peace, they numbed me to what the world was. See, growing up with nothing but crooks and criminals and killers, you're suspicious and you don't trust anybody. And because my partners used to steal from me and try and do me dirty, lie to me all the time. Family members do the same thing. So I ain't had no trust for nobody. And when I gave that trust to somebody, what they did with it was they took my heart and stomped on it and treated it as nothing. And so, trying to find truth, kindred spirits, people that truly seek truth and peace and want the best for others, not seeking gain, but seeking to help. See, me, I'm the type of person, I don't want nothing from you. And I think it can be prideful to not, I don't want to borrow your tools. I won't be the one paying, if you gotta, I don't want your money, like if I'm hurting, I don't want nobody to be giving me no money. I got to go out and get it. And that's why it talk about it's a dangerous place for a man when he don't have, because his mind go into darkness, complete and utter darkness. And what he's willing to do when he can't provide for his family is dreadful. And so, I'm thankful that I'm blessed in ways that I'm still able to have a home, I'm still able to have food, and the things that I lack come from the abundance that I had. But I've been going through a lot, and it's hard to stay on track to get up and walk accordingly, meaning do what you're supposed to do day in and day out. Follow the scriptures, right? And I have the scriptures in my head because I've been reading them for so long that I just got stuff it ain't, I'm hoping it never go away, you know? But at the same time, when you in this world that's controlled by Satan, everything you gotta do gotta be against the grain, which make it hard because you lose family, you lose friends, and everybody think you crazy. And like what I've been doing is, just working hard to be able to stand tall, right? And I got the shoes off my feet, I'm on holy ground. But getting ready for when we came by ourselves, I've been planting in the garden, making sure that, I could provide food for my family, my friends, and anybody else that can't have, So I got this big old garden, Roma tomato plants, got it lined up in front of my house, blueberry bushes, blackberry bushes, all kind of stuff like that to, try to build a hedge around me and my family for what's to come, because you're gonna need things like this. This is absolutely essential, like strawberries, blackberries, grapes. But the most essential thing is the word of God. You got to have it for the grapes. And without that, beloved, it is going to be rough. Because it's going to be rough no matter what. No matter what you do, life tough. But without God, this life is going to be tough. And then the rest of eternity going to be unbearable. So you got to put God first with everything you do. And, I just making this video to let you know I'm trying to get back, but I going through a divorce, custody battle, a lot I'm going through, and that just pray for me as I pray for you, and yeah, more to come. Hopefully I'm back on tomorrow. I just want to get on here and let you know I'm still alive. And I'm gonna say well, but still blessed. Peace, love, grace, mercy, patience, courage, and blessings be multiplied on to you. Those 7 things I believe are absolutely essential. You need peace, you need love, you need grace, you need mercy, you need patience, you need courage. And blessings are definitely essential. So have a blessed day.